I'm not going to bother waiting for anyone else, because I just assume people don't come up. Or come at
Okay.
What's up?
So I have a question on.
Well done.
Thank you. On this one, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of erase marks because I couldn't figure it out, and I still couldn't. And I know we're not supposed to do this, but I really didn't know how to pull out 3 from whatever. But I think I figured it out.
You think you figured it out?
Yeah, because I was working on it. But let me just see if I can work this out real quick.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. I wonder if there's anybody watching online. That would be super cool.
How do you watch them?
I sent out a link at the beginning of the semester. I'll send
Oh.
out another one. I also should send out a reminder that these happen every Monday.
Yeah. No. Okay, that's fine.
No.
Yeah.
Sure.
So if you want to see the question.
Ah, okay. It's multiple choice. Didn't expect that.
I mean, I still circled the right answer, but my
Right.
process wasn't right.
Yes.
Um,
So,
okay, so
what do you think?
I know that.
Hey, nice. Did you get number?
Which one?
Did you get number 5?
Yeah,
On this side? You got it right?
yep. I don't know, it's the same thing. It's probably. Yes, wait, which one?
Oh, I say probably.
This one. I mean,
No, not that one. I was like, there's a high chance that it's not that one, but it is that.
I'll wait till you get situated. How should we start
okay,
though?
so I know that if x squared minus 9 is the same as quantity of x plus 3 times quantity of x minus 3.
So I'll just rewrite this as x plus 3, x minus 3. Sure.
Mm-hmm. And then to make them all the same denominator, it would come out to x times the quantity of x minus 3 over so that minus whatever we just figured out, minus 2 times the quantity of x plus 3 over quantity x plus 3 quantity x minus 3. Is equal to 0.
Equals 0. Okay, good. That's pretty easy to get
Um,
that.
I'm looking at where I am on that so far.
Were you correct up to this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna follow through until.
Right, good. What can we do now?
um, calculate the numerators. So, x squared minus 3x minus x
X squared minus 3x
over whatever.
Minus x.
Yeah.
minus x
Minus 2x
minus 2x
minus
minus
6.
6. You guys both did that, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe you guys got so many. You must have done something silly later. This is easy. This simplifies, right? We can do things to that. What do we want to?
So that'd be x squared minus 6x minus,
X squared
minus 6x minus 6
minus 6
over,
over stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
But you can't factor that down, can you? X squared minus 6x minus x. Because it would be negative 5x. Or negative 5.
I think you're right. I think
That was my
that
last
doesn't
step.
Yeah, that was my last step, so until I started doing it.
Okay. Here's what you probably missed. You wrote that up here, and you may have forgotten
I
it.
had to forget that.
You did forget it. Did you also forget it? You didn't. You still.
I didn't forget that it goes 0.
Okay. So, how is a fraction equal to 0?
The top is equal to 0.
The top is equal to 0. So to find where this fraction equals 0, you ignore the bottom and deal with the top.
So
And then later, if something pops up that's like, x is 3, you say, no, x is not 3 because that would divide by 0. But for now, you
was I tried to do the quadratic formula at the top.
Okay, good. You tried to do the quadratic formula for
Yeah.
the top. Tell me what you did. Now you erased it, so
I mean, I can
remember
see
what
it.
you did.
Yeah.
How'd you do the quadratic formula?
So I did 6 plus or minus. Negative 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times
Ooh, huh.
negative.
You forgot something really important.
No.
I hope that you
Plus
just
or
forgot to
minus?
say it. Yeah, you just forgot to say it. I didn't hear you say the square root.
Oh no, yeah, I did say that.
You did say
Square
it?
root, yeah,
Okay,
square
I
root.
just heard. Okay.
Negative 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times
Negative 6 squared minus 4 times
1
1
times negative 6.
negative. Sure.
All over.
All over 2. Okay, now.
And then I got 36
Okay.
plus 24.
Okay, which is?
60. Over, all over 2. Okay, so I'm there. Okay, and then I didn't know, then I think that's, yeah.
I like where this is. Good. No. No, I don't.
And I was trying to take apart 60 to get to there, to get to one of these answers, but then I know what to do. So I just
Ah. Okay, so he told you guys to cross out the zeros?
Yeah.
Good, okay. I was wondering why on yours all the zeros were crossed out, and I crossed out on yours too, because none of those answers make any sense. So,
I was trying to factor out the 60, but that was it.
you're trying to factor out the 60. What did you try? That's the right thing to do. Perhaps you...
I did not know how to do that.
Okay.
That was the problem.
So, what you want to do with something like this is you want to find a number that is a perfect square that you can factor out. Let's...
Closest thing I think of is 7 times 7. So it would be 7. No, never mind. Forget what he said.
multiplying. So,
yeah, never mind.
we don't care about 1, because 1 doesn't help us. What about 4? That's the next perfect square. Can you pull that out? Can you pull 4 out of 60?
So it would be, because for this I just do the factor tree, and so you could pull out both of the 2's and one would be left inside is 15.
Hey look, a factor tree. Okay, so 6 plus or minus the square root of
2
2
square root
Times
15.
2.
Okay, I'm not going to skip that step. I'm going to say 2 times 2 times 15
Okay.
here.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I should have done that.
Then-
It's 2 square root 15 because 2 times 2.
That is 2 squared.
Right.
So we can pull that out, of course. 6 plus or minus 2 square root of 15, all 2. That's a 2. So tell me the answers.
I don't like this one.
You don't like this class?
I like this answer. Because the thing is, Zazie doesn't want us to do things like that, but I guess if you were to like simplify it, so 6 divided by 2 is 3, and then 2 divided by 2 is the same thing as 1, right? So it'd be
Okay.
3 plus or minus 15. That's the answer.
You're saying Zazie doesn't want you to do that. Not quite true. Let me show you what this really is.
Okay then.
Th-
It's 4 or 8.
Hmm?
Wait.
Calm down.
Oh.
I don't know what you're saying, but give me a moment. What Zazie said during class is don't just be like, 2 and 2, 2, 2, done. Because if you do that, you're forgetting to distribute. So what you should do, each time you cancel, what you really are doing is you're saying 2 times 3 plus or minus root 15. And if you distribute that, you get this
Oh,
over
okay.
2. Then these really do cancel.
I see.
Oh, I see.
Perhaps he was unclear about, well, he said, don't do this thing that's not allowed. This is always okay. If you take everything on the top and divide everything on the top by 2, one at a time, that's fine. But you can't.
And you can do it because it's being multiplied by the square root instead of added. Instead of added.
Yes, I think I know what you're saying.
Like it was 6. Like if it was 6 plus 2 plus 15, then you couldn't do 2.
So if it were 6 plus 2 plus 15, or the square root of 15, there's 2. You can still do it, but
You have to do that to all of them.
you have to do it to all of them. That's the thing. You always have to do it to everything. What he said during class was like 6x plus 6y plus 3 or plus 2x plus 2y plus 3. This is tricky. This is easy because it's just a 2 on the bottom. A 2 on the bottom is the same as multiplying by 1/2 times 6 plus 2 plus 4. That's what this over 2 means. That's not what this means. I mean, it sort of is, but it's multiplying by 1 over 4x plus 2y plus 3, which is annoying. So you can't just do 3 of these, 2 of these. At 6 and at 4, simplify a little bit. You can't do that. You can divide all of these by 2 and all of these by 3, and you get something weird. If you divide all of them by 2, you get 3x plus 3y plus a half over 2x plus y plus 3 halves, which is technically correct. But we don't like these fractions, so we want to multiply by 2 to get rid of them anyway. Just be careful. The denominator is where things get tricky. Be careful on the denominator. I'm going to say, which is D, right?
That is, yeah, 5D. Okay.
Okay. The other ones are just very simple mistakes.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
was really
thought
upset.
3 times 2 was 90.
Hmm?
And but then yeah. I was like, oh, right, that makes sense. That's how multiplication works.
That happens.
And then the last one I just didn't solve for y, I just kept it in y plus, in this form I didn't solve for y, or point out which ones for slope and x-intercept.
Oh, you specifically?
Yeah, so,
That sucks.
but other than
You
that,
know how to do everything else on the test?
yeah, everything else I got right, so.
Cool. Good.
This is much more exciting, this unit, this is so exciting.
Rather than just like basic algebra?
Yeah, because basic algebra is hard, because, I don't know,
Yeah.
there's a lot, it's easy, I feel like for me it's easy, I'm really bad at making simple mistakes.
Algebra is really easy, and that's why everyone's bad at it, because it's tricky.
Yeah.
And nobody
exactly.
remembers that it's tricky because it's easy.
And this I'm like, oh yeah, this is easy, there's,
Yeah, you're just
it's
like,
a method involved,
And then you get the wrong answer, and you have no idea why. And you stare at your homework for half an hour and realize you missed a negative sign.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
I do have a question on math homework.
Sure.
So,
yeah, there's one Wednesday.
yeah.
I apologize. I don't know anything about that.
What?
I don't know anything about the homeworks. So.
I think I did it last week or 2 weeks ago. I try to do a lot of them so then I don't have to go back to the website because I don't like going to that website.
Website kind of sucks.
But I know that I have to do the one for this Wednesday, which I haven't done.
So he just had all of them up for the semester, basically?
Yeah.
So
Well,
you
up
can just
until February,
Yeah.
up until the end of this month, but after that there's no more assignments up. But yeah, this is it.
Yeah, so you can just kind of
If you want to see too.
Ah! These ones.
I mean,
The one you have a question on. I'm going to take that one and I'm going to change it. I'm going to say y equals x squared plus 6x plus 3.
plus 3.
yeah. Well, this one's a negative sign after.
Aha! Oh, I won't change it that much. I'll just leave this sign missing. I'm still subtracting.
No, it's plus 6x minus 3. It would be
Oh.
similar to
Oh,
the one
wow,
that's
okay.
above the sign.
I'll just do 3. I'm sure it won't make a huge difference. Okay. Help me out.
Okay.
You guys know the first step, right?
What?
You know the first step?
Sure.
Sure. Can you tell me what the first step is?
So
Well, for graphing it, I just was like, oh, -3 is it's the thing.
So
Negative 3 is the thing. What is negative 3?
It's the y-intercept.
Negative 3 is the y-intercept. Good.
Oh, never mind.
It's a good start. What were you going to say?
I was flipping through my notes. Never mind. Okay, so the coefficient the coefficient for x squared is a, isn't it? So like a is equal to 1. Or
Yeah, that is true. What are you trying to do? Oh, don't show me, tell me.
trying to like input values for a quantity x minus h squared plus k.
So you're trying to guess.
Is that?
Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm not
Sounds
trying to guess because I know a is equal to 1.
I'm not.
Okay.
Okay.
You know A is equal to 1. That's fine. You know A is 1.
Okay, but is that the right formula to use here?
No.
Okay, then I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you guys remember completing the square?
Yeah.
I just did, I don't know.
So, we want everything to be in the form y equals a x plus h.
Minus h
Minus h. I knew that. Minus h. Minus h
squared.
squared.
Okay.
Okay. And that should trigger all of your alarm bells and say, I have to complete the square. That's what this is.
Okay.
Because when you complete the square, you get some garbage last term that you have to stick somewhere, and that's k. So, complete the square. It's your turn, Brian. Help me complete the square.
What is that? Wait.
It's,
What does that mean? That's a really good question.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked that question. If
You
you
just
just ask that
replace
question.
the first with the second. Put the variables into the second.
So
So
Play
one-
with this until it looks like this.
Right. Okay. So HK is the. Is the vertex?
Yeah, but do you know what the vertex is?
so
If you
x.
isn't it just when the slope equals 0, so you can like take the derivative and set it equal to 0, and then that's that, right? And then
You're not allowed to know about that. You're not allowed to do it that way, I should say.
Wait, what?
WebAssign says otherwise.
What? No, WebAssign is terrible.
I mean, I just can put in the answer.
They use the word derivative?
No, I can just put in the answer, so
Oh,
you know,
okay. Well,
yeah.
You're not allowed to tell people about derivatives because it'll confuse everyone.
No.
Do you know what that means?
Yeah,
You do? Okay. I don't know.
but I wasn't very good at it, so.
Well, let's stick with algebra before we try to
No.
do calculus, Brian. Calculus is for like the last month or 2 of the semester.
Algebra's the worst. Okay, so
Completing the square.
right.
Do you remember at all doing this? It probably was not on the exam. But-
So.
It did come up.
No, it didn't, but I mean, I have my notes right here, so I can tell you.
You can tell me how to do it using
Yeah.
your notes. That's fine. Sorry.
So, yeah. Coefficient of the middle one is 6. So 6 divided by 2 squared.
It's 3.
Or, yeah, the whole thing. 2 squared.
Yep.
3. 3. It's equal to 3. Oh. It's 9, sorry.
I just did the first.
There we go.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sorry.
That's fine.
So from there, wouldn't you add 9 to both sides?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just add 9 to both sides.
What were you gonna say?
When I was taught this, they just said plus 9 minus 9.
Okay.
Just shove it all over here, and then you don't have to worry about why.
I think that's what we did. And then
Yeah.
we did that. And
Adding
then
9 to
we
both
also-
sides also works as long as you remember that you want y by itself at the end.
I think we did that, and then we put the 9 on the other side.
No. What? You mean you did this and then moved the 9 over here?
I don't know.
You probably
I think we just did it straightforward like that in Zazi's.
like this, or just add 9 to both sides.
No, like that. In the beginning, it was 9 to both sides, but towards the end,
He's just like, this is what we're gonna do anyway.
yeah.
3.
Let's do it this way. It's less writing if you get used to it this way, and it's still pretty easy. So, this one gives us y equals what? Don't skip too many steps. Just tell me exactly what this is.
Oh, y equals x squared plus 6x
Plus 6.
minus 2.
Oh.
You are all saying different things.
Well, 6 and then minus 9, right?
Negative 3.
9 and then minus 12. Because this is what you want. That's a perfect square. That's your end goal. So you add this 9 here because it goes with this. Then you throw all the rest of your junk, this one and this one, at the end.
And then you add that to the, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We'll do another one after this. Ow.
On the proof square. So x plus 3x plus
Which can be shortened
3. To x equals negative 3.
to x plus c squared. That's what I wanted
Sure.
to say.
Right.
Okay, then.
Now we have this form. So now we know A. I mean, we always knew A. A is not hard. But now we know H and K, which are the important things.
That took so long.
It took a long time because you're not used to it.
Yeah.
I actually was really bad at completing a square the first time I did it. I didn't understand it at all. So I understand where you're coming from with this, like, taking forever and feeling kind of useless, right? It's the same thing. But now you know your vertex, which I guess is not sure. So let's graph it. Sort of. Help me graph it. What am I doing?
So it's,
I left 3 spaces for,
negative.
Give me the coordinates of the vertex
okay,
instead of telling me how many spaces to go. Just give me the coordinates.
negative 3, comma, negative 12.
Negative 3, negative 12. Let's just pretend that these are 2 each. 4, 6, 8. So that I'm going to go 3 over here and then 12. We can call this our vertex.
And then the y-intercept was at -3.
Yep.
So put the y-intercept. And then you just make a parabola.
And then you just make a parabola. Which one? This one?
Nope.
That parabola?
Because the x-squared is a is positive.
Yeah, there you go. A is positive.
The vertex is the vertex.
Yeah, and the vertex is the vertex. That's also, like, you know this pretty much. So there, and go here, more or less.
Have you found
We're
out?
happy because we're done. What?
Have you found out yet how to find these on YouTube? I can't.
How to find what?
Just check that. These videos go on YouTube.
Oh.
I know it's on the ARC
Well, I know
page.
when you in the group file, isn't there like a link?
There's a link to join the meeting,
Oh, it might be that.
but I don't think that that's not gonna help. IIT ARC? Nope. I need to check. I need to figure that out. It's my bad.
I'll figure it out today, and I'll send you all an email today about how to get those.
Okay. And then you still have to send out the link for the ARC because I never got it. At least I don't think I've ever gotten it.
The link for watching these.
Yeah. Or never mind. I'm just gonna come here anyways.
And they're all
My
on-
advice to you in particular, because you're always here,
Yeah.
is don't worry about it.
Yeah.
They're also on like regular YouTube, like people doing parabolas, which I always find like very helpful, and sometimes can even be more helpful than being fun. I don't know.
More helpful than me?
'Cause you can
I'm
rewind.
insulted, Brian.
You can roll.
That's fine.
Patrick JMT is a great resource.
Yeah, there you go. Write that down. Maybe he's more helpful than I am.
Because Khan Academy doesn't work for me sometimes.
Yeah, because that guy's kind of boring.
What does Patrick do?
He's as exciting as him.
Oh.
Oh man,
So,
he's as
yeah.
exciting as I am. That's
So
great.
that should give you a high.
Alright.
And put that into perspective. And he does like stuff like from basic algebra all the way to like calc, whatever, physics, etc.
So he's like Khan Academy, but not Khan. Not.
Yeah, but just math and physics.
Just man. Okay, sure.
Isn't that really kind of a more question?
No more questions? You want to do another one of these, just to be sure?
Okay.
Because
There's
I
more.
felt like I was doing most of this.
Is this the one due?
Wednesday.
This is the one due Wednesday. I did like half of that, but then I was like,
This is
Like
due when?
99 questions.
Well,
oh yeah, that's why I didn't have them because there was no.
Yeah.
That
I
makes
got
sense.
lazy too.
Yeah, you're just like, oh. And then this just gives you like you just know you're like, 15.
if you need an extension, I would say go ahead and ask for it because this is activity 5. What we're doing right now is activity 5, and the homework's due before you've even seen activity 5. So maybe Professor Zazi should start pushing back. Okay, y equals x squared plus 6x. Nope, you know what? Minus 6x minus 2. 6x. X.
Okay.
If you guys don't have any other questions, we can just run through this and be done. But I don't want to do any of this,
Okay.
so it's up to you.
So it'd be, to complete the term, it'd be,
Complete the square.
or yeah, complete the square, it'd be -6 over 2 squared. Which is 9.
9 again.
X squared minus 6x plus 9. Negative 9 minus 2. So, and then minus 11 after that.
Ah, okay. I see what you're doing. Good.
So, would be,
You also good, Brian?
Yes. Should be this. I feel that's the same thing, right? As last time.
Not quite.
So it's x
I
plus-
should have changed this number
So
instead of this number.
so it's x plus 3 squared, right? Is that what we got?
It's not x plus 3 squared. Okay, it again. Don't help me.
Oh wait. Oh. It's this.
X plus 3, x minus 3 gives you...
X minus 3 squared.
there you go.
Minus 11. So it's 3 comma negative.
Okay.
Alright. So
My boy. Okay, so... Where's my vertex?
3 negative
3.
11.
1, 2, 3. Negative 11. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good thing I didn't make A.
What's our y-intercept?
2. Negative 2.
Negative.
Wow, this looks really similar to last time.
Concave
It's
up.
happy.
Yeah.
A is positive, so it's happy. Don't you say concave up. Don't you use that.
Proper terminology.
Hmm?
Don't use the proper terminology.
Shush.
What's wrong with using concave up? Or,
It's a calculus term. I mean, you guys aren't supposed to be doing calculus.
okay.
It's fine if you know it.
I should have taken that test.
You forgot to take the test too?
I saw it there, and then I did like a problem, but then my screen froze, and I was like, I don't want to continue doing this, and then I just was like, we'll see what happens later. So, what is this? But I'm getting credit because I got a 3 on both the AB and the BC portions, which means like nothing. Or
Right, but if you had taken the class, then you could have.
Yeah.
Sorry, the test. If you
Yeah.
had the test, you wouldn't.
but this is a good refresher. So
True. If algebra is what's tripping
Yeah.
up this class,
Right.
is a good refresher
Yeah.
for sure.
so
Alright, we can drop our elbows. That's it?
For me.
is that all of the is that one of the activity?
That's this
most
one,
of
that's
it?
this one, this one.
You got a drawing rational functions?
Rational functions. I forgot what those were. I didn't remember.
They're all quite
We went
good.
over those today.
These, yeah.
I think maybe there was some.
I don't see any fractional ones. Oh, this is a fractional one.
Do you know how to do those?
Which one?
That one.
Those are fractions.
Well, the
Oh, I see. Yes, it's a
Yeah.
rational function.
There you go,
Yeah.
rational function.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we have another review session Wednesday. So if I have trouble,
Was it due Wednesday
it's
night?
due Wednesday night.
Oh, okay.
So if I have any questions, then I can bring them up to you.
Sure. This Wednesday might be my last Wednesday because you're basically the only person who shows up. And if you want, if you want to keep coming on Wednesdays, I can keep meeting with you after class. But I don't want to schedule an hour block if you're just gonna come and ask one question on the homework because you get it and you're the only person who shows up. So I answer a couple of your questions and that's fine. But I don't want to actually block out the time every Wednesday.
Okay.
Plus, most of the people, I don't know, a lot of people in the class are busy during the Wednesday session because it's right after class. So I don't know. I will, however, after this, I'm going to be going over the ARC. I'm going to be tutoring here for a couple of hours over there. So
Instead of coming here Wednesdays, you're just gonna go to the ARC.
unless I get good attendance on Wednesday, unless people come to see me.
So you have to rile, you have to.
If you want to,
let
I can just
people-
like send you an email like the day before, like tell you in class like, hey, I'm coming later. So, like,
Sure,
Okay.
that works. Even if it's just like today where you asked if I would be here. If you make sure you ask me that question, then I will say yes, I'll be there.
Okay then.
But yeah,
Sounds good.
good luck with rational functions.
Yep.
Good luck, everybody who might be watching this on YouTube. Unless you like
There's no link.
JRP or whatever. Hey, I'll send out the link.
About me being the only one that can't.
What?
Hmm?
No, because you know how like it picks up on audio?
Yeah?
That gives you more credibility. If you
I
do
guess.
bad on this, you're like, look at this audio, listen to this audio.
My best student.
Really?
I mean, I can't actually say that.
Okay. then.
That's the kind of thing I can't say. But
Did you
I
have
I
the
did.
audio already?